Welcome back to Sports Betting Tips. This video is designed to show you how to use some of the pages so you can get the most out of our website. After you have signed up for a plan, you'll have full access to our pages. Once you have selected a page, you can filter the data. This is done by editing the red text. Each page is equipped with a handful of unique options that can be used to fine-tune what you are looking at. I will now pull up the Moneyline Profits page for the NFL. This specific page allows you to see what financial position you would be in if you bet the money line on every game based on a set of parameters. These parameters are set by editing the red text. You can pick the range of moneyline odds to look at, what seasons to include, the type of game, a specific round in the playoffs, and whether it is home, away, or all. The last input is the hypothetical amount of money that you would put on each game. The default here is to look at every team that played in the Super Bowl, regardless of odds, going back to the 2012-2013 season. I will change it to be plus 100 odds or greater, so we are only looking at underdogs in the Super Bowl. And I'll also change this so that we are looking at the 2016-2017 season and on. I'll keep the rest of the inputs the same. Now here we can see the details of each game that fit into the criteria. Up at top you can also see a summary of the total number of games, how many wins, how many losses, how many ties, as well as the profit that you'd have if you bet the money line on every game. In this case, if you bet $100 on every Super Bowl underdog since the 2017 playoffs, you would be up $10. Some of the other filters available can be seen on the Details Games page. This page gives you an overall summary of the results based on criteria you pick. You can see wins, losses, average points, for and against, spread information, and totals information. Here we will look at the NBA version of the page. Some of the filters are the same as the Moneyline Profits page shown earlier. However, you can also pick a specific team and or opponent, whether they are favorite or underdog, as well as rest option with days off and rest advantage. This allows you to see if one team is coming off a back-to-back and the other isn't, or vice versa. The last three inputs allow you to see specific results such as wins, losses against the spread, or overs. In this case, we are going to keep the team and opponent as all. Let's only look at games from the 2015-2016 season through the 2018-2019 season. And let's change this to only be the regular season games. Favorite or underdog is fine, and I will keep this as home team. Now let's look at when teams are on the second half of a back-to-back and the opponent is not. This is done by setting the maximum days off to 0 and the max rest advantage as -1. Based on this criteria, we see that teams went 207 and 172 straight up. They had 196 wins, 177 losses, and 6 pushes against the spread. And there was 184 overs, 192 unders, and 3 pushes. To see this in action, check out the Sample Pages section of the website. Here you have free access to 5 pages that you can use to get a feel for what we offer. Other than the Moneyline Profits and Details Games page, you can also see our sample season win totals, results by team, and Moneyline Increments pages. Thank you for checking out this video. Come join us here at Sports Betting Tips and start making more money on your bets.